Hello everyone, welcome to another topic of the genetic biochemistry. Today we are going to read about the concept of imprinting and what are the various disorder of the imprinting. So basically there are two disorder of the imprinting that you should know in detail, and one is Prader-Willi syndrome and another is Angelman syndrome. So let us discuss what is imprinting. So what happens that during the birth, we know that one gene comes from the maternal and one comes from the paternal gene. That means one from the maternal gene and another from the paternal gene. The both maternal and paternal genes are present in our body. I mean, it is present in our DNA, but only one gene copy is expressed and another gene copy is silenced. So what happens, how that occurs? The one gene copy is silenced by the methylation. As we know that in the molecular biochemistry we already read that when there is the DNA methylation, the methylation makes the DNA mute. It makes the DNA mute. That means the DNA is inactive if there is the methylation, and the other copy is expressed, that is parent of origin effect is seen. That means either we see the only the effect of the paternal gene and one or only the effect of the maternal gene. Both the effect is not seen in the human body, as one gene copy is silenced by the methylation, and this is known as the imprinting. So what happens? What are the various disorders of the imprinting? That this imprinting concept gives the idea of our disorders of the imprinting. So there are basically two disorders of the imprinting: Prader-Willi syndrome and Angelman syndrome. We should know in detail about the disease in the USMLE. We should know in detail. So let us first discuss about the Prader-Willi syndrome. So which gene is silent in the Prader-Willi syndrome? The maternally derived genes are silent in the Prader-Willi syndrome. The disease occurs when the paternal allele is deleted or mutated. It means we have the maternal gene also, we have the paternal gene also. When the maternally derived gene is silent and paternal allele is deleted or mutated, the Prader-Willi syndrome occurs. So what are the various signs and symptoms of the Prader-Willi syndrome? You can see in this picture also what is the presentation of the disease. You can see in this picture, I have shown in this picture. So the sign and symptom are the hyperphagia, the obesity, intellectual disability, and hypogonadism and hypotonia are the major signs and symptoms that we see in the Prader-Willi syndrome. So what is the chromosome involved? The chromosome 15 of the paternal origin is involved in the Prader-Willi syndrome. And one note is there: 25% of the cases are due to maternal uniparental disomy. So now let us discuss about the another disorder of imprinting, Angelman syndrome. So in Angelman syndrome, which gene is silent? The paternally derived gene UBE3A is silenced, and disease occurs when the maternal allele is deleted or mutated. You can see here the picture. You can see here the picture, the presentation of the Angelman syndrome. What happens? There is the onset of the seizures, there is onset of ataxia, and there is severe intellectual disability, and the child also shows the inappropriate laughter. So inappropriate laughter is there. So often we call the child of Angelman syndrome as happy puppet. So chromosome is involved. What chromosome is involved? The UBE3A on the maternal copy of chromosome 15 is involved. So one note is there: the 5% of cases are due to paternal uniparental disomy. So these are the two main disorders of the imprinting that you should know. And let us differentiate between, let us read again comparatively the Prader-Willi syndrome and Angelman syndrome. So in Prader-Willi syndrome, which gene is silent? In Prader-Willi syndrome, the maternally derived gene is silent, whereas in the Angelman syndrome, paternally derived UBE3A gene is silent. The Prader-Willi syndrome occur when the disease when the Prader-Willi syndrome occur when the paternal allele is deleted or mutated, whereas the Angelman syndrome occurs when the maternal allele is deleted or mutated. The sign and symptom of the Prader-Willi syndrome is hyperphagia, obesity, intellectual disability, hypogonadism, and hypotonia. Whereas the sign and symptom of the Angelman syndrome is seizure, ataxia, severe intellectual disability, and inappropriate laughter. So chromosome involved in Prader-Willi syndrome is chromosome 15 of the paternal origin, and the chromosome involved in the Angelman syndrome is UBE3A on maternal copy of chromosome 15. So one note is there, 25% of the cases are due to maternal uniparental disomy in Prader-Willi syndrome, whereas 5% of the cases are due to paternal uniparental disomy. So these are the two topic, Prader-Willi syndrome and Angelman syndrome, you must know in the disorder of the imprinting. So this much for today. Thank you.